Hey, it's Mike with the Cleaning Standard. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona with my compadre Bryan, and we're going to go on a field trip here with you with us, and we're going to show you all the latest and greatest as of January 2026. Let's start with this. Is that real granite? Sure looks like it, right, Bryan?
It's porcelain.
Porcelain. Look how thin that is.
The imaging's pretty
That is
crazy,
one
though.
porcelain image. Oh, here's one that's what's the saying? Marble has veins and granite has grains. So
Yeah,
here,
this
would
be
to look like marble.
Yep.
It's a flatter finish. You can tell by the rippling effect that happens. Although this,
They put a texture in it. Yep.
like a Pergo or a Brazilian, it has the embossed, which is super cool, but that waviness that you can see that looks like a Victorian window, that's not right. This is textureless, just like granite typically is. But for a countertop, you wouldn't have to seal it. Or a shower wall, because it's so thin, you can put these on walls, not have to worry them cracking, not a lot of weight.
But the image clarity from the fact that the pixelation is almost perfect.
It is.
It looks like real stone.
It really does.
In fact, it even has the iridescent.
Yeah, the iridescence and
Yep.
the veining is
Yep.
correct. And it's all a photograph, as you can see there.
That's
so anyway,
crazy.
let's go into this massive store. This video may take a while. We're going to start and stop, but you're going to learn a lot. And most importantly, you need to stop by one of these stores too. If you're in this profession, try and make it a habit to come by at least once a year. Bring your wife with you or your loved one, because women love this place, as you'll soon see why.
Don't see how everything's large format now.
Yeah, so they have bathroom displays. And again, the large format marble look-alike, an actual real marble. I think no, that's a, what do you call it again, Bryan? The quartz counters, and then boy, I think this is isn't that the real deal?
Yeah, that one's
That
real.
is real.
Yeah.
Yep. This isn't.
Right.
And you got some porcelain floors, so gives you a really cool idea.
No, this is real. This is real because
So you want to know how they're real? You bring your pocket knife and you scratch things.
You can tell there's a scratch right in there. I can see it in a quartz with a scratch.
Yeah.
Plus, you can see the some of the mineral variation.
Yeah. And boy, it's
That's
hard
real.
to tell, as you're going to
Yeah,
see
that's real.
As we look
Well,
around.
here's the
things.
large format we saw outside.
Yeah, that's almost identical to what was outside.
That's a lot to look at.
Those are real marble mosaic tiles. You can see that they're 12 by 12, because you can kind of see the framework. But those are put in like a tile, and there's either a resin or a grout, concrete or something around all those little marble chunks.
This is grout. Yeah, grouted in.
And then this cool cardboard look, that's a porcelain with hardly any grout line. And then those big old, whatever it was, our 30 by 30 tiles on the walls.
Huge.
Can you find any repetition? Why don't you talk about that, Bryan? Repetition.
Well,
I see it immediately. Hold on. See this?
Yep.
See this shape? Right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the quickest and well, no, I'd say the quickest and easiest way to identify these stone lookalikes is with touch. It doesn't touch, and you feel stone and feel porcelain, you'll feel the difference immediately.
Yeah, natural stone maintains a certain amount of moisture, which then causes it to feel
It's cooler
to the touch.
But if you can't touch it, then look for that repetition.
Yep, and then scratch test, acid test is
There.
the final.
There, probably there. It's probably on every tile. You know, they can stagger it.
They cut the pieces.
That's so it's
size
not
them.
on every tile, but they're getting better and better at that, and it not showing up so much in one case.
Much easier to maintain.
Much easier, no absorption. Oh, look at this, whole different thing going on here.
Yep.
And that's faux brick. You want to look for a repeat pattern
Yeah,
in
it
the
is.
faux brick,
Yep.
or maybe it's real brick. I don't know.
No, it's
not solid. It's probably as thick as a tile, but
It might be cement base. but I don't think so. I didn't. It's stiff.
See this, Brian? This like moss type pattern.
Oh, yeah.
That's only
Oh,
on that
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
so it could be slivers of real brick. I don't know. That's new. That's a fun thing about coming
Yeah,
to these stores. You always see what's the very newest.
These are the latest.
Because by the time
trends.
it hits Home Depot and Lowe's, it's
Yeah,
2
it's the
years
latest
old.
trends.
So floor and decor.
This could be real.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not brick thick, right?
Yeah, it's getting hard to tell these days.
So some more displays. I mean, this is kind of more of an outdoor setting feel to it.
Yep, waterfall edge.
Porch. These are like little office scenarios, yet they decorated them. Look at the matte texture on that, Brian. Here's what I was saying about the mosaic, how they do those floors, and then this gets grouted
This is
around
textured as well. So they make it seem as if it's acid etched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or diamond brushed.
It's really hard to. Oh, here we go. This will show it. See this? This is all stamped into the porcelain now.
It's like they used. It's like they used a diamond brush. Well, I don't know the manufacturing on this, but if it was natural stone, you would use diamond brushes.
Yeah, but we didn't go to the Surfaces show. Well, actually, it's next week, but this is a new development in these.
Yeah, I like that. That looks more realistic than the high gloss porcelain.
It's a little too perfect, that stamping, but it's better than flat.
Yeah,
because that is a natural occurrence, and what's supposed to look like a leathered or an orange peeled.
Yep.
But you'll learn a lot about installing too. There's a whole section here, many sections for the trades to come in and get all the supplies, as well as the homeowner wants to do it themselves. More cool stuff.
Getting fancy with the designs now.
Jeez, look at that. That's beautiful. Huh?
Yeah.
So
those are individual inlay. Well, you can feel the difference in height. That's an
inlay.
inlay.
What do you think, man? Would you want that in your house? Would you want that? Isn't that beautiful?
It's pretty.
It is. It's like wallpaper.
Tile.
It's pretty till you got to pay somebody like me to come in and restore it and clean it.
Yeah, that's what I would want.
This is
So what are you guys shopping for?
I don't know. He wanted to stop.
Just wanted to look, because trying to get some ideas. We wanted to have our shower done.
And
Well, he and I are in for the trades where we restore and fix and clean people's showers that bought the wrong one. They put natural stone in, and they use too much white bar soap, and it sticks and ruins it. So
they're getting really good at the porcelain stone
big
look.
pieces of that's
And when you put porcelain, now it's looking like stone. You don't have all the maintenance issues and
grout.
restoration issues that you normally would. You're going to pay almost the same, but in the long run, you'll save yourself thousands of dollars on maintenance and restoration down the road.
Porcelain stone.
Yeah,
porcelain
like this
that
right
looks
here.
like stone.
Right
Oh,
here.
it looks like.
Right here.
Those are all photographs of real
That's
stone.
what this
but it's
is right here.
porcelain.
what that is?
No, that's actual stone here.
Yeah.
But this is porcelain.
Huh.
Go up and feel
Meant
it.
to
You
look
can
like
feel
marble,
the texture in
But if you go touch it,
yeah.
And this stays clean better, huh?
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
non-absorbent.
because it's not natural, even though it looks like it and feels like it. You don't have the continuing issues with it.
Touch it. Feel it.
And they make it in.
The
They make
biggest
them in
drawback
a
to this is
polished.
the grout in
They
between
make them
them.
in a
But you can
polished
get
porcelain too.
pieces that are as big as a countertop, so you don't have grout.
Yeah.
Large format porcelain. It's only a 1/4 inch thick, so it's not going to rip your walls down.
That second display there with the bluish kind
Yeah.
of that's all porcelain
Really.
faux stone. Yep.
If you ever want to know, take your key or pocket knife and try and scratch it. You can't scratch the porcelain, but you'll scratch real stone.
Huh.
And you say it'll run about the same.
They can, because these are newer.
It's expensive to
It's
produce.
expensive because they actually take an actual picture of natural stone, but the pixelation now that in the way they manufacture it, and transferring that picture, the image onto it, it looks just like stone.
See, that's a photograph. Let me show you what I
Yeah.
mean. See this shape right here?
Yeah.
See it right here again?
Yeah.
It's
It
duplicated.
gets repeated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why
Does that make sense?
yeah, that's why they have all these.
That's
here
a
on
fun
the
fact. You weren't
porcelain
expecting to get
installs.
this tour today, were you?
Yeah.
There's another amazing texture. Check all this out, man. This is all man-made.
Yep.
But that's fascinating. That's way cool. No shower walls for that, though. Well, that's fun educating that couple. Kind of overwhelmed them, huh?
Yep.
Isn't it funny how this floor looks like it's got soap scum on it? It's dark and turning yellow.
Yeah.
Maybe the employees are using it after hours.
It's a nice design, but yeah, that would be pain. It's
Now you see why
you could feel the lippage in there, so it was
Yeah.
individually set tiles. They're not prefab. All porcelain.
That guy was making points with his wife there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Very cool. All kinds of fun ideas. When you see something like that, that's installed. Here's what it looks like before it's installed, where there's no grout in between. And these are stuck to a, well, you can see it in between. It's like a mesh, so it just gets stuck to the wall with a mortar or thin set and then grouted. And in this case, they use glittery gold grout to match these little metal inlays. It's a very cool effect.
Look at this quartz countertop over here.
What are we looking at, Brian?
Quartz that is supposed to mimic
Kind of a
natural
limestone
stone.
look. Right?
Yeah, but you can see the snake skin look in there. Can you get that?
Yeah.
You can just tell it doesn't have any depth to it.
No.
There's no luster, so this is all
A
quartz.
little boring, but
Yeah.
Again, metal inlays, white grout. Yeah, somebody did a good job. It matches the dish work, and the metal inlay matches the copper plumbing, and real nice, almost no grout line there. And bottom mount sink with a decent silicone job. Oh, they got a little messy there. Boy, that should have a gold rim
Yeah.
sink there.
Yeah, they didn't think that
Natural
one
lip.
through.
You can just geek out on all this stuff in here, but
A
you
lot
want
of-
to visit, you want to
lot
be
of
able to talk
geometric-
about this stuff with your customers. Customers love to get the advice from you when you know what you're talking about, when you can recommend things that are practical and not something that are just nice to look at and touch when it comes time to clean and live around.
It's like putting the wood and stone in the same pattern. How
On
they
the
all.
floors, yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
both need
the
different
worst
maintenance,
idea
and they're on
ever.
the floor together. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Hey, look. That
Yep.
matches that shower wall. But those weren't 16 by 16 tiles in there, though. So this is like an
Yeah. See, these are
alternate version.
These are all natural stone. Should be labeled here. Thassos. That's a marble. Yeah.
I haven't been in one of these stores in about a year and a half.
Yeah, that's all
They weren't
marble.
doing this stuff
That's
back
what's-
then. Awesome. Get a feel for this place. We could be in here for 5 hours geeking out on all this. So this is called a Santana wave art glass mosaic, but these are all natural.
Maybe it is glass. You know what? Yeah, it is.
They're glass.
Yeah,
stained
you
glass
can see the
and colored
pit. Yeah,
glass,
see the
yeah.
bubble in it.
But
Yeah.
they're pre-grouted. I don't
Right.
know.
Right, but it's glass. Yep. Made to look like a marble.
Sure.
Yep.
Is that over here on the shelf? Is it grouted?
Let's see if
I'm
we can
not
find
seeing
it.
it.
Glass is pretty popular now. That glass and the
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
porcelain.
Yeah.
So that means if that was in a shower, the last thing you'd want to do is take a razor blade on it.
Well, it's so lumpy you couldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Way too much texture for a shower wall.
But people will
These
do
are
it.
glass and then with the photographs behind.
Yep.
It's cool for a backsplash.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get out of this trim area where you could spend eons trying to pick something for your own counter. I don't know if anybody would ever do it without the assistance of an interior decorator if you're indecisive about it. What you got there, Brian? Some more porcelain,
Yeah.
mega
Yeah,
format?
it's supposed to look like a
Not
quartz.
supposed to. But
Yeah, quartzite, excuse me.
So these
Mega
are all fairly large. Those are typically used for floors. You'll see that a lot in commercial lobbies.
Mm-hmm.
And then Here we go. Nordic Frost porcelain slab, 63 by 126 inch. Made in Italy. Lightweight, waterproof. Recessed edge. Fireplace surroundings, indoor, outdoors, floor or wall. Countertops. So, boy, that is matte as it gets.
Yeah, there's a wide variety of the quality of the imaging based upon
Oh, they pull
the
out.
price. Yeah,
Look at
based
that.
on the price.
Look at that texture on there now. That's, man, that's incredible. I wonder if they figured out how to bring light through these yet from undermount lighting. It almost seems like it could be
Well,
translucent.
but they're porcelain, so it wouldn't work.
Well,
They'd have to be
give them time.
translucent.
They'll start inlaying glass pieces in there that transmit that light. And that's pretty popular.
Yeah.
We'll probably see lighting kits here. But there's a lot of stone where the certain types of veins and grains are translucent enough that if they put ribbon lighting or any kind of lighting underneath, they can flip a switch and illuminate those sections, and it's quite the spectacular look. Like this part right here in real life would be very translucent.
I like these displays, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Yeah. If you can speak about this stuff with your homeowner customers, geez. Speak with authority and passion. What's going on here? Some wood. What are they calling this? Ribbon maple ceramic tile. See that texture? Ribbon. Whew. Ribbon oak. Can you believe that?
And this is porcelain? Wow.
What is this? Structured wall, ceramic wall tile, matte finish.
Oh, these are ceramic. Yeah, these aren't porcelain. These are ceramic.
Look at the expansion joint. What's that remind you of? You saw that, the faux expansion joint with that texture. Incredible. Look at all this stuff they're doing now. This looks like pure silk wallpaper right here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, we weren't seeing any of this the last time we
No,
were here.
things have changed a lot.
Yeah,
They change all the time. It's
all the time.
based on designers' ideas.
Ryan's pointing
This
out that
is-
this is a cheaper, and it just
This isn't
doesn't
even
have,
porcelain. This is a
what are they calling it?
wall
Resilient.
panel. Yeah,
Resilient. What do
yeah.
you mean
This
resilient?
isn't even.
Oh yeah,
It's like a
plastic.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's LVP shower walls is
Right.
what it is. You gotta
Wow.
be kidding me.
no kidding.
How are they seaming that? Get out of here.
Yeah, it's probably
Waterproof vinyl panels.
Look at
when
that.
did this
that
start?
just started. I have never seen that.
Waterproof vinyl panels.
Yeah,
I want
you
to see
can
the
tell.
backside.
I don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, this is new.
Tongue and groove. These are just big floor tiles. No
Yep.
grout, no mess. How are they keeping the water? So there's obviously nothing porous.
Yeah, but between this and porcelain,
Oh, it
huge
looks horrible.
difference in it. Yeah.
That's probably way cheaper.
Oh, absolutely.
$10 a foot. What were the
Yeah.
other ones per foot?
Twice that.
Oh look, that one's. Oh look at that weird orange peel it's got to it. You see
Mhm.
that? Man, I think they're going too
Crazy. What are
far.
they going to think of next?
Maybe they'll make pergo laminate shower walls. More textured goodiness. Look at that. Structured ceramic, textured finish, herringbone. Wow, look at that effect, that waterfall. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they're
You bring the wife, bring your
getting
patience.
pretty exotic.
There's a lot to look at. Look at this. That's not grout. That's just part of that birch wood look ribbon. Boy, the sky is the limit. And that's cheaper per foot than those pergo walls. The laminate. Resilient walls, sorry. Geez, Brian, we might need to edit our resilient manual to cover wall
Wow.
art. So here's some trim. so far what we're seeing, everything's really,
See the
good example of what travertine looks like on the back.
side.
I always tell people it looks like a Triscuit.
Mm-hmm.
So the front ground flat, and usually when it's that lumpy, it's all filled. So point out what's filled on here, Brian. It's kind of obvious.
All
but,
these lighter colored
yeah,
areas are filled with a typically
Epoxy or mortar grout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now flip it around again, so people can understand that all that
Right.
gets filled. And maybe in the cutting process.
Everywhere there's a through pocket.
So when you
that
clean
goes
a lot
all the
of
way through.
travertine, if you live in an area, you got to learn how to fill those holes because they pump out a lot, especially when you're cleaning with intense heat and
Yeah,
pressure.
depending on where it is, if it's in a shower where there's moisture, you have to use
Uh-huh.
a urethane. If it's on a floor, you can use a polyester.
The latest and greatest in fixtures and these froofy little bowls, which I've never been a fan of because
Which-
they always lead to splashing. Hey, Mr. Drummer. Can you do 10 minutes of Inagata Davida on those three?
And I got a Davida, baby. Next up,
Polished marble
Montrose.
tile.
oh yeah, this is real deal. Yeah,
Wow.
and this one you can actually feel the vein on this one too. But because
What's
it's
the Chino
raised.
brushed honey marble tile? Brushed.
But it's really hard to tell the difference between the.
That one is. That
the new
looks
porcelain,
exactly
it
like
looks-
those the porcelain on the other side
Yeah.
of the store.
But this is real deal.
Terra Nova brushed marble tile. This is cool. Never seen this quite. I mean, quite like this. I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. This part here looks like leaf.
When you look at these at an angle, you can see the inconsistency of the natural
Yeah.
fissures and
Yeah.
veining in it, which you can't mimic that, nor would you try to mimic that on porcelain.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
lippage there. huh?
Yeah.
These things aren't always put together with the most care. They're slapped together.
It's gotta be
But
a
this is the
limestone.
marble section, and travertine
marble.
is a form of marble in its earlier days. You can see the immense amount of fill in here. What they grade this, right? Would this be a
Yeah,
C or
this-
D grade?
This
or
would be
something?
like a builder's grade,
Yeah,
but then you get up into the higher grade.
virtually no
Yeah, this is a silver
silver home with
travertine.
almost no
Still
fill.
travertine, although this is what they call the Classico design.
Mhm.
This is the higher grade silver, and you'll notice how there's very little fill.
The drawback to this is that this soils at a faster rate than the stone does, just like the grout. This is more
And
porous,
as it
so this will all
ages,
be
the
black
pockets
and funky.
will, as you have
Yeah.
expansion, they'll fall out, create holes.
And then travertine's prone to cracking like that. And then you have the unfilled. Some people like this look, where they put almost like the bottom side up. But boy, this is tough to live with.
So this would
Really
be
tough
when
to
they
live with.
install it. These pockets would all be grouted because as they grout, the
well,
grout
may or may
lines-
not. Some
lot
people
of
like to
times
leave
they-
that open, especially on outdoors and walls.
Yeah,
They
it's
want
more of a
that.
pain for the installer, though. There'll always be some grout in there.
Some.
They
yeah.
may not grout it because as they grout the tiles in between,
Yeah.
you're going to get that filled. But yeah, there are people that
There are
like
people
that
that
rustic.
want it open, just like they want raw, open saltillo, not open. Do we have questions? We got nothing but questions.
Oh yeah?
Ah,
What can I
you got answers?
I sure do.
How long you been in the flooring business?
About 6 months.
Oh,
Okay.
But I worked for a plumbing company for about a year.
Alright.
And I worked at a paint store for about 6 months.
so you know home surfaces.
For now.
Hey, if somebody comes in here, buys let's say a travertine floor, and a year from now they call back and say, "Can you recommend a company to clean it here in Chandler, Arizona?" Who do you have a referral system through the store? Anybody you trust?
Cleaning, I don't. Not for cleaning, but I'm sure someone online could definitely, we could look up stuff. We're very good about recommendations. It's just we don't work hand in hand with anyone,
Right.
so technically we couldn't be said, "Oh, this guy really sucks." We
Yeah.
couldn't go back on and be like, "Hey, I'm so
But
sorry."
you don't ever have professional cleaners come in here and buy supplies and talk to you guys and share their knowledge and say, "Hey, maybe you want to refer me," when people ask to have all these different things cleaned. If I lived there near here and I was looking for business, I certainly would. You and I would be on a
Seems like
first name
customers
business.
always ask. If they're buying a product, how do I maintain it, or who do you know that I could call for help with it? Because you guys are distributors, you're not, part of that service side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we just recommend the sealers that we have.
Yeah, sure.
Because we have sealers for travertine, sealers
Right.
for marble.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We have like cleaners and stuff for that stuff too.
Yeah.
It's just
A lot of people want to hire someone to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's hard to do.
It's a lot of work. And you got a lot of, like, this is the most high maintenance stuff you got.
Yeah.
It soils quick when you use a traditional string mop, and it gets overwhelming for the customer. And there's a way to make it look almost better than new. But those people trained to do that are few and far between. You can't call a national franchise and expect a good job.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that?
Yeah, that's what we do, and we train people to do it. That's why we're here shooting video.
Oh, nice.
Marble like this, we call
Bryan,
it.
what do we got?
This is more of what we call like a sugar marble. You can see the individual crystallization, and within the
Oh, there we
marble
go.
looks like
Yeah,
sugar.
Let me get in close.
Yeah. So we call it more of a sugary marble. It refinishes the same, although it can have a little bit of variation on the final gloss. Versus this marble over here, you'll see has none of that small crystallization. It's more of a solid.
Everything feels on the
crystallized
surface
form.
here, and this has that definite 3D effect that you can even see
Yeah, exactly.
the sugar granules.
Yep.
And you look at it from the side.
It's an individual crystallization. Yeah, where this is more of a solid crystallization.
Mm-hmm. What about these other ones?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are interested, you can probably talk to one of my managers about
Okay.
them.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, dear.
But yeah, be more than happy to take a look around.
Okay.
We got a lot of cool stuff around.
Well, you
Yeah,
sure
you
do.
do.
We
That's
may
for
be in
sure.
here till closing time.
Maybe
Don't call the cops on us.
I also paid them know that we close at 8 tonight.
Okay. We'll be gone before then. So
Cool with
yeah, so each one of these is a marble within
Yeah, it's the
same
marble section.
classification, right? As marble, but that's the beauty of the variation within the marble themselves, where you have lighter colors, whites, and then you have silvers and tan, and it all requires the same type of
You
refinishing.
give the marble travertine limestone relationship speech in 30
Well,
minutes or less.
So what we'd say is that marble used to be limestone. As limestone in the earth under heat and pressure metamorphosizes into marble. So limestone is sedimentary, marble is metamorphic. So marble used to be limestone. It's like a butterfly, cocoon and butterfly, right? So these are ancient seabeds, and as the limestone, this is travertine limestone are in the same type of category of sedimentary, and then earth pushes them up, and through heat and pressure, turn into marble. So
And
this is
what do they make concrete out of?
they make
Limestone.
concrete out of they have limestone,
Pulverized, powdered
silica, limestone,
Maybe the world's most
Portland
abundant
cement.
surface.
Yep.
You're going to go home with white hands visiting one of these places. So here, hey, you talked about riverbed, right? This is definite riverbed. If we look long and hard enough, we'll find seashells or
Oh yeah, this
fishes.
is true limestone in here.
Yeah.
Where you have all sorts of
Fossil beiged brush limestone. So
we'll find
usually
we'll
you can
some in
find
there.
something that resembles a
usually
creature.
these are pieces of shells.
And here's
But
one
then there's sometimes you
very
can see
much
full.
honed.
Sometimes you can see full shells in there, the sea
Yeah.
bottom, and then this would metamorphosize into marble if it got pushed up into the earth under heat and pressure.
And here's
Recrystallizes.
There's a
it,
real
so-
fine grain one.
yeah,
Much
yeah.
more
A
subdued.
lot of limestone is in it
More
as
so.
is more of a solid color. Not all limestone, but a lot of limestone is a solid color.
And check this out.
Yellows and light tans and yeah.
Boy, they got it all going on here, don't they?
Yeah, this is, see,
Oh, here, hey,
the-
Bryan, show people what's going on here with these.
so
partitions
this
are
is what they've done here is they've enhanced this.
Enhanced it.
Right. So this would be the finished product, and then an enhancer would be applied, which is a coating, which acts as a sealer and a
It's almost like putting
and
wood
a-
stain. It gives
yeah,
it
and
the
it
wet
brings-
look,
it brings a
enriches
wet
the
look,
color,
right.
but
right.
people are varied opinions, and I've had customers where the wife asks to have enhanced, the husband comes home and throws a fit. And once you've done this, you're not removing that. That's not a coating, it's inside.
Enhancing, as we say, is semi-permanent.
Well, eventually UV cleaning life,
semi-permanent.
it fades, and then they can choose to let
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to have to try to go from here to here.
No, heck no.
No. But you'll see that it brings out the natural colors. It deepens the copper in there and the browns.
Really shows on
So,
camera.
and slate, I like it on slate a lot. Especially
Doesn't
on the
make it any
multicolored
easier to
slate.
clean. Your everything snags. Horrible shower materials. All the
Right.
soap scum lodges in here. But it's good for slippery areas. But
Mm-hmm.
running a flat mop, string mop over this snags. You gotta be comfortable with having a somewhat dirty floor when you
Yeah.
have slate or any of these. These are all hard to clean surfaces.
Yeah, no, this is
Especially
this is a quartzite. Which
Quartzite,
it-
not
yeah.
quartz as in
Not
synthetic.
quartzite, right here.
Yeah.
Quartzite. So what's really cool is it has like this ostrich skin look to it. See all
Mm-hmm.
the little dimples and everything? That's a dead giveaway that it's a quartzite.
There's a white quartzite.
Now this material is good for exteriors. Like you'll see this a lot on exteriors.
Most people
it's
do
a-
not enjoy living on that.
No, it's too textured and it's got
Yeah.
but it has a lot of uniqueness to it. It looks good outside, and it holds up really well because it's a tougher stone. Quartzite is.
Travertine. It's always fun to have these little samples. If you can get these in the 4x4s, and they make good little coasters at home.
See,
It's
just like I
handy.
said here, Mikey, quartzite is renowned for its toughness and resilience
Yeah.
to wear, making it a perfect choice for high traffic areas and outdoor applications. Just like I said.
But if you can keep a piece of travertine in your home, if you do a lot of it, so you can convey that message to the customer, because they don't always have spare pieces, but a lot of them don't know that this is going on, those holes. So to be able to explain to them the concept of the fill,
Yeah. Sometimes this
it's
gets
good to have the visualization, because it's all too common to have these here pop up. They weren't there when they installed them, but moisture, earthquakes, high heel shoes, 1500 psi turbo spinners will expose that, and a lot of people.
Mikey,
have no idea
sometimes
what's
this
going on.
gets mistaken for guys that aren't that experienced for a limestone. But if you look at the side, look at all the shiny little crystals in their limestone doesn't have. That's the quartz. That's the harder material mineralization in there. So even though it has an appearance like a limestone, it's definitely quartzite, and you can tell that through the shiny little, quartz minerals that are within there.
So this is real common where they use some. This is really sloppily.
Yeah, that's a
Poorly
polyester fill
filled.
there.
It's not flat. You got different colors. I've seen bright yellow.
Right. Well, that's
used.
reflected in the price.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
barely got to it. They just did the bigger ones because
Yeah.
it's a common.
That would be
commonly
used.
a
Those would be
break
used
point.
for patios and
Yeah.
because they're more of they've got a rough edge on them.
But it is a very inexpensive material, and
Right.
but it's hard to work with. It breaks really
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. Look at this is cool. Look at the mineralization here on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
It's travertine.
if you're able to pick and choose
Yeah.
through an open
So this is
display
what
like this,
anybody that knows has ever been to Yellowstone. All the pools in Yellowstone
Yeah.
look just like that. Those
Hey,
are
hold that up. Let's see
travertine
what that
pools.
looks like on the backside.
Yeah, those are travertine pools that look like that.
That should be evident on the back.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you're doing a small bathroom, you can pick through these and get the most interesting
Yeah,
pieces.
that's cool right there.
Yeah.
That's total natural earth, composite there.
And you may even find the piece in there that was to the left of that, and you can continue with that.
Yeah, that's
segment.
really cool.
You can get real creative.
Mhm.
Don't just let your tile installer or your interior decorator pick randomly when you have that ability to go through these all. Uh-oh, we're shifting into waterproof wood-based laminate. Wood-based laminate.
Oh, they're using the dreaded word.
Waterproof.
The
But
dreaded.
it's wood-based. What?
What does that mean?
Let's look at the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
wear layer protective coating. Wood look texture, which is also the photograph. High density wood-based core. That's where you got to worry about the
Is that like an
absorption.
MDF?
Waterproof edge coating. Oh, they're coating the edge, so they're getting bold. Tight locking installation keeps moisture out. Attached pad. I would not get this floor wet. I think that's outright lies. I wonder if there's a. Oh, hold on. We got spare tiles back here. And sometimes they are waterproof, but they are not sudsy cleaner waterproof.
That's got installed backing on it too for soundproofing.
That
Yeah, it's got a
still would
soundproofing
fall.
on it.
That
Yeah.
That's still going to swell.
That's going to be
soapy
it'll be
water.
just like MDF. In fact,
No,
that looks. Look at that. That looks just like MDF.
It is. This is a lie.
Yeah.
It may hold up the water for a while, but if you put soap in that water, it's going to expand in seconds because the soap starts to eat at the glue that's holding that wood pulp product
And this is what they
together.
call that interlock. See that little ridge in there?
Yeah,
That's what they call the waterproofing. That it's not supposed to be able to get below that.
waterproof.
Yeah. Baloney.
You're going to see a lot of lies, not just in this store, but every flooring store. There's a lot of really bold claims by the manufacturers that if you read the MS, not the MSDS sheet, but the warranty. Sorry, you're going to need your Latin-speaking lawyer to get through the malarkey. Generally, the more claims they make, the more garbage the product is.
Here we have here. It says that it's easy to clean and sanitize, wet or steam mop.
Wow, that's bold. But what are we looking at here? Wood-based laminate again.
Yeah, same thing. Mm-hmm.
Other pieces back in there.
No.
Laminates to meet a price point, as you can see, you really want to stick with the solid vinyl products or stone core, but things that are truly unabsorbent. If you want to know, get them to give you a piece, stick it in a pan or pot of soapy water overnight, and then examine it. But most of these would fail. All right. And then there's just the fact that this stuff is fugly. If you look at the grain, it doesn't even, this should all have grain with it. All this part of the photograph, and it just lays over. The grain, it doesn't go with the photograph. They fixed this problem. This was like a Pergo issue from 10, 20 years ago. But they're still producing this junk.
So this should have
Look,
a textured.
Look at the grain.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention. It's all going over it. The grain should mimic this knot. So it
Oh,
immediately tells any kind of discerning eye, hey, look at me. I'm a phony wood lookalike product. It doesn't have to be that way. We'll get to the cool luxury
Now I see what you're
vinyl.
oh, yeah, I see what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
We'll find, still not here. This grain still, even though now we're in the laminate. Let's see. Now we're at deluxe luxury vinyl. See now, here we go. The grain matches the photograph. You see that? I thought that was just a given on all this stuff nowadays, but apparently they're still producing the junk. This one does not. This grain should mimic those, but we're in the low end. We're in the low rent district, Brian.
Yep.
Dura, mega, as in most things in life, when they start using words like that.
Yeah.
Run. Getting better with this kind of stuff where it is starting to match. What are these? More luxury
These are
vinyl,
more
but they're
vinyl.
not.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want that faux grain look because it's just mud traps for sloppy
Well, and
moppers.
then-
they want flat.
and
They're
then
willing to
look-
give away that realistic
Look
look.
how cheap and grainy
Yeah,
that looks.
The grain, the texture is
Yeah.
all wrong
Yep.
for these, but some people don't care.
Price
Most
point.
people don't even see what
This
we're talking
would
about.
be like for a commercial setting where they didn't really
But
care about the quality.
this probably wasn't from water, it was from abuse, but that's what it looks like when the edges swell. Probably not the best example to have on your Duralux Performance dent resistant, scratch stain resistant, wear layer, rigid stone, vinyl, blah, 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 and have a failed example.
Yeah.
Not the best. Look at the texture on this one. Oh, it's not matching up. See all these horizontal lines? They should be reflected in the texture. They didn't. They totally goofed.
Yeah.
They're making texture up. It's not only doesn't line up, but it's wrong. It's over embellished. Over embellished embossment. How's that? Or there's nothing. This place never ends. All right, now we got new core waterproof flooring. So what is this doing on the text? Again, doesn't match. Does not match. So we're not seeing the good stuff yet, but it's here. Everything has a price point. It's way too low.
So these
for
are
quality
these
flooring.
are all floating floors here, Mike? Because it's installed over existing.
Can I put that over carpet?
Over existing flooring.
So you
No
put your,
glue, no mess. So it's all it's a floating
no,
floor.
Nah. Remove the old floor. Spend extra time and money. You don't want that.
Yeah.
It's just silliness. That's like those old lick and stick tiles that were literally
Right.
stickers that the homeowner could install a new floor in a couple hours before brunch.
They've got it over
Let's
existing.
go find the
with
high
no-
rent district. I'm bored in here. This is classic. Every one of these displays has failed, slammed in joints. Not too confident, inspiring. Come on, people. Do better. Here's how Dura Mega it really can be, but it can't. This whole trend is going to slow down and go away at some point. But cheap is in. The more claims, the more likely they are to not be truthful.
Your walls.
And the type of grout you're using based upon the where it's installed, where it's gonna, whether it's in a shower or on a floor or indoor.
All right, Brian's a drummer, so he's going to
I don't know how much drumming I can do with
I'm not really
a
sure
single
what they're.
ball. I'm not
yeah.
very impressed with myself on that.
I'm not impressed that there's much of a difference.
Exactly. No, they're right.
Yeah.
right.
So what,
That's
what
not how
are
I
we
would
looking
tune 'em.
for? EIR or?
Yeah.
So we've been struggling to find good embossing.
But this seems like something we didn't see before. Now they're advertising the antimicrobial.
How long does that last?
Mm-hmm.
See, these should be, there's lines like this should be staggered,
Right.
but so far we haven't found that aisle, but it's here somewhere. Here we go. Perfect. Awesome. This is the stuff. So are they touting it? So look at this. This, right? Now we're going to look at the embossing.
Oh yeah, it actually
that?
it tries to mimic the actual.
It doesn't try. It does it really
Yeah,
well. See,
right.
look at
You can
that.
actually
Remember what I
feel
said?
it. Yeah, you can feel it in it.
what's photographed.
Right.
This is what you want. This is what I want. This you got to show Elizabeth this. Is that her over there?
Yeah, that's right. You can see it.
So
Yeah, they don't. This is a good example right here.
this
They
one
don't-
too.
They didn't run the lines over it.
Look, Brian, this one's they put
Overcomped
the
it, yeah.
embossing to mimic a knot, but
Yeah.
the knot's not there in the photograph. That should be over here.
Oh,
No, they got it on this one,
This
but they
one-
goofed.
this is a better example. You can see it better on these.
That's hilarious. They put this elaborate embossing over an
Yeah.
area that's not there, but this one they got
This
it.
one you can tell, especially up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, what's the difference? $4.19. Oh, for 20 cents more, you get
Yeah.
real.
Crazy.
Uh,
And this is
it
good. This
really
is,
makes a big
this
difference.
Is, yeah, it does. Now
This
I see
one
what you're
too.
talking about. This is even better.
Yeah, even better, even deeper.
Yeah.
Although these are lower spots, and if you're not
Yeah, they
using the
will,
flat
right.
mop, those
Trap
will
dirt.
harbor and trap mop water.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a way to
But
clean
it has
this.
a much more realistic. This is like the porcelain imaging on stone.
But sometimes they can. They did pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
So good stuff. But again, they got away from it. Man, it's just only these 2 panels so far. Isn't that crazy? What do we got here? Oh, they got it here good. Really good. See that? I've been fooled. I've been made a fool of when I talk to people and they have this perfect stuff. And man, especially when there's like no grout.
Boy,
There are no
that is really good.
the gaps. There's
Wow.
some with better bezeling that really looks like wood plank. It really fools you. This one's killer.
$5 a plank,
Huh? But yeah, look at the
$5
price
per
went up. You got to pay for that.
square foot.
And then we're back to the
Boy,
the
this
mundane.
this is really good.
That's a really good one.
That is.
Oh, look at this one.
Yeah.
I'm glad we found that. It's starting
Yeah,
to
that
lose
looks
open
like,
here.
yeah, that looks like real stained wood.
This one's really good too.
Yeah, and then back to the cheaper stuff. Back to the. Here's a good example
Oh,
of.
but we dropped $1 a foot. This must be
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But see, they're not mentioned. Oh, yeah, they are. Look, Boston Register. So it's a new acronym to the flooring industry. Painted bevel. Oh, that's good. A lot of the bevels used to have a different color, so now
Right.
they're
See,
painting
this
the bevel.
just says embossed.
There you go.
Because you
There's
can
the
see,
difference.
yeah, you can see there is no
So,
distinction on the knot here. Yep.
New core, what does that say? Protected by an antimicrobial coating, painted bevel, lifetime home, 20-year embossed,
EIR.
30 mil wear layer. This is
That's
good as
good.
it gets.
Yeah, it's good
That's
stuff.
what we got in our cabin. This stuff.
Yep.
That's the floor to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, where's the repeat? Oh, I see it right away. Here,
Yeah.
there.
So hopefully
Um,
you got a good installer knows how to separate planks.
I can't tell if that's in the same spot because that tile there could be cut,
Yeah.
but that's not much.
No, it's
It's
pretty
only
good.
those 2. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
The
minute, not
primary.
here.
Would,
There, here,
Yeah.
here. But see, it's in a different spot. On this
Right.
tile, it's in the middle. On this
yeah.
tile, it's
If
over
they
on
were
the
right
end.
next to each other, it'd be bad.
Then here it is, here upside down.
Yeah. That looks good though.
That's beautiful. That's
Yep.
as good as it gets, pretty much.
Absolutely.
EIR. Boy, we got to remember that. Let's.
Yep.
Well, we got some stuff to add to our resilient
Yep.
dealio.
More EIR.
EIR. So this 22. This is going down, and
And you can definitely feel the texture. You feel the ridges in that when you go down. You can feel the actual ridge.
But I would, if you, well, so 40 cents, Brian. If we do 1,000 feet and there's a 40 cents difference, are you going to pay
$400.
that
Right?
difference
Is that what it'd be?
for 1,000 feet?
A 40 cents difference?
Yeah, no, it's $40. Get a calculator, man. We are carpet cleaners, not mathematicians. But I would pay to get that extra. What's the warranty difference? Might have to edit this part out.
$400.
$400 difference to go from 22 to 30 on a 1,000-foot room.
Yep. Which would be worth it.
Yeah. I can tell you from experience, we have 30 at our place, and it is very tough to scratch. Too fun. Man, then you got, for the people that, well, no, there's some grain there, but again, look at this circular grain. There's no business being there. Embossed. Oh, we went up in warranty. Went up in price. The embossing sucks. It doesn't have EIR. Man, why don't they just stick with one? What do we got here? Where style meets performance. Wear layer, rigid luxury vinyl. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the cool. Brian, check it out. Check this out. Off the phone. Quit twittering. Look at this. 6 mil. This is phenomenal. 6 mil, 12 mil, 22 mil.
Oh wow, what a difference!
30 mil.
Whoa, what a difference!
Wow, that
About
is
time
the
they
coolest
showed that.
section. I gotta pause this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop. This is a really cool chart. You might want to read this, pause it, and understand all of this. But this Optimax, which is that one behind us that we showed with the wear layer example, that's definitely
Quality
a rocking
information.
product. But this is really good information you should study. All right, man, what a worthy field trip. Here's more of the Optimax.
So with the
Definitely a
porcelain,
fan
they
of
don't
so
they
far.
don't do that EIR on porcelain, do they? Huh?
EIR.
They can't really do it on the porcelain, though, can they?
Where's the wear layers? They don't always tell you the wear layer.
Yeah,
You can get
have to find
confused
out,
when
yeah.
you see this. Oh, that's junk, but that's the overall thickness, not the wear layers.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta do some digging and look at the box, which is buried back there.
Yeah.
EIR. Here's a new acronym. So here's some real wood.
Yeah.
Boy, if that don't show you what they're trying to mimic, right?
Yeah. No kidding.
How thick is this product? Why wood? So what are we looking at? 4 millimeter thick. No, 5/8. What does that say? Oh, this is a veneer product. Okay, veneer meaning it's 4 millimeters is like that. That's a thick veneer. That's going to take a couple sandings. 50-year home, 10-year.
So these are
warranty.
laminate.
No, they're engineered.
Oh, engineered. Excuse me. That's right. Laminate or engineered or thicker,
this is real
thicker
wood.
real wood layers. Yeah.
Yeah, but this,
Real wood
if you
layers.
sanded this, you're going to obviously disrupt
Yeah,
this
yeah.
grain.
Yeah.
But you would sand it to get rid of heavy damage, scratches, but it would flatten this.
Right.
to
A
some
laminate
extent.
you can't refinish, but
A laminate's plastic.
right. But a engineered is
Engineered.
real wood.
Well, it depends on its thickness. 4 millimeters
Yeah.
under someone who has really good control of their sanding or screening wouldn't gouge it. But at 4, if you sneezed and you had a drum sander, you're going to expose the plywood underneath.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, let's see. What do we got here?
Here's a plank here.
You got a. All right, there you go. See the plank, and then
See the layers of plywood underneath the actual wood.
so there's where the wood starts, right there. That's 4 millimeter. You know,
Yeah.
I know 4 millimeter. That's how big a opening is on a green glide.
Okay. And then it's plywood underneath it.
And sometimes it's layers of plywood going in different directions for rigidity, as you can see here, and that adds to the strength. But you got to make sure when you're buying engineered that if sanding is something you want to do, make sure the low spots, especially on the hand scrape where it's real wavy, that those low spots are the thickest spot. Otherwise, if you go to sand it, get a scratch out, you're going to ruin the floor.
Engineered hardwood.
Mm-hmm. You got it, brother. But that's not EIR. That's the real deal, my friends.
And you can tell, look at the price difference. $769.
Yeah, we went way up in price, $879.
Yep.
And then this is either on sale or it's the real deal. But why is this half the price? There's a reason this is half the price. It's probably the veneer thickness, or maybe it's on sale because it's last year's, but for some reason that's half off. You got to do the invest. Open this up, Brian. Does that swing open? Let's see what we're dealing with here.
I don't know if that's it, though.
I don't think that's.
No, it doesn't look, it's not the same color.
Yeah, but look at the thickness of the veneer. It starts right there. You are not sanding that. That's the size of thickness of 2 business cards. You could do a SPP pad
Yeah.
if you wanted to take it down a little bit and restain it or something. It's probably this one. But
Here's a good example of thickness right there.
yeah, but that's why it's half the price, because
Right.
you're getting half the veneer. You really want a good substantial chunk of veneer
Yeah.
if you're going to go this route. Otherwise, you're better off with a good vinyl. Nowadays.
Right, which most people don't understand.
They don't
unless you
understand.
educate them.
Yeah, but this stuff was out. Engineer was out long before the good vinyl was. This is like the 2 1/4 oak look, right? Again,
Yeah.
super cheap price, man. Cheaper than the the junky stuff. So let's see what this looks like underneath. See how thin that is on the right side? You are not sanding that. It makes it real obvious. Now it's on the left side. Yep. No acclimation. That's negotiable. Probably not true. Install on any level of your home. Environmentally responsible. Timeless real wood improves your home's value. Maybe not this. Plywood does not improve your home's value.
That's the one you were looking at.
Yeah. Again, it's, oh my gosh. Well, no, that's the end. So that's stained, but you're still not sanding that.
And this is how many?
Huh?
How many mil do they
They
call
don't
it?
say anywhere.
We doing okay, guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're good.
Yeah.
Geeking out on your beautiful products here.
Awesome. Good. Any questions, anything?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, if you guys have any questions.
Okay, thanks.
So here's 197 for,
Bamboo,
okay, hold on. Carbonized, there's a solid,
bamboo,
why is it so cheap?
which is supposed to be one of the most
Hey,
indestructible.
check it out. It's almost reversible.
It's like, but bamboo is
I
supposed
get
to
a
be
choice of,
almost indestructible, right? Would you ever? You'd never want to refinish.
it's
that.
not as hard as they claim. Well, you certainly could, because that's solid bamboo.
Wow.
But why did they stain the backside? Maybe they dip it.
Huh.
Could almost use that if you
That's
wanted the
grainy,
texture.
but-
What are they talking
So,
about?
so I wonder.
Carbonized.
So guys do specialize in refinishing this type of flooring?
Sure. Anybody who does any kind of wood's going to deal with bamboo.
But it's
if
a-
they
it's a
oversell,
grass.
it's
Bamboo is a grass, right?
yeah, that's considered
But
wood.
it
to the
can be
flooring
refinished like
industry.
a wood.
Yeah, you can sand it down.
Oh, cool.
And because there's no veneer on this, why is this $1.99? Is the question. Oh, it was $3.29. I'm gonna have to research what carbonized. Why choose bamboo? The new look of bamboo, now with a wide variety of amazing colors with coffee browns or dark cherry. Bamboo offers a wide variety of colors.
Yeah,
So
solid
that had to
all
have
the way
been
through.
It had to have been submerged. That's why the backing.
It's definitely solid all the way through.
When this is so symmetrical, what are the odds of an installer installing the wrong side up?
Well, you see this
It's
is
not-
grained.
I know, but that's the only difference. Everything
Yeah,
else is
yeah,
centered.
this is flat. Where this has the variation.
I guess someone could pick this if they wanted
I
to.
don't know why though. Yeah, but would the locks work? I guess it would.
It's all,
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would.
they're-
It would work in both
Yeah,
directions.
yeah, it would. It would work in both directions. Would work.
Hey, sir, we got a question.
What's that?
What does carbonized mean? Is it in reference to how this is stained?
Yes.
And then, is this reversible? I mean, you got two textures, and they could be installed either way because it's all symmetrical.
No, this is the top, this is the bottom for the glue and everything.
But if
Yeah.
somebody made a mistake, it would still work. You would just have that
Yeah,
crazy
you just have
texture.
that little texture to it and everything. I mean, it's not a bad color to it. You'll definitely
No,
notice it,
no.
but yeah.
So what about the sanding and refinishing options?
If I remember correctly, this should be an engineer. No, this is solid.
No, it says solid.
Yeah, so solid. With the sanding, all that, you can basically, if you look at it,
Yeah, it's a lot of material to work
probably
with.
do give or take two really good
Mhm.
more. It's just you really just gotta look at the veneer of it. So with that, you definitely can get a second two out of it at least, depending on how they sand and if they do it.
What's your
the first
theory on why it's so less expensive than most of the real wood products here?
time.
Is it
This
due to
one
its
being
abundance?
Less expensive right now. Nothing wrong with it. Bamboo at the end of the day is a great flooring to own. It does. The only downfall is in the heat. It does not like heat. It loves moisture. The only thing is too is also we're getting rid of it. We're bringing in a new product. That's why. That's
Oh,
why the
it's a
price is
clearance
lot
sale.
lower, yes.
See, they
So this is all I got.
What's this lower bamboo down here? Same stuff?
Just a different one.
different.
But this one, I think.
Oh, that's a
actually
veneer.
Should be getting, yeah, this one is the
Very much a
engineered
veneer.
one.
Yeah, you're not sanding that.
You will not be able to get one sand out of that.
oxidized
The
coating.
carbonized, what does that really mean?
It might have something to do with oxidized coating.
Yes. With the finish, all that.
Aluminum
protection.
oxide coating.
Carbonized.
Aluminum oxide.
Oh, look, more carbonized.
Yep. Engineered.
Yeah, it's a strong coating to help with protection with scratches.
It's like a
and
wear
everything
layer.
like that.
Yeah, wear
pretty
layer.
much a clear wear layer to help you out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Let's take a look at the stair
Solid wood.
finishing options. So you can see they got a solid bull nose hooked to a veneered, engineered
Yeah.
tread.
Mm-hmm.
Here's solid wood, almost 3/4 inch all the way. Real
Yeah.
deal. To the
Yeah, they're
stairs.
showing you the variation of what
Yeah.
you can use.
And then look at this. This
Yeah.
is like a vinyl look-alike
Oh, interesting.
wraparound bull nose over a
Oh,
laminate.
interesting.
Laminate or that's resilient.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. You can tell
Vinyl,
that it's
yeah,
definitely
vinyl over the
plasticky. You got the grain on this, no grain on this vinyl.
Be
Traditional
like for a
vinyl.
commercial install.
And then here you have more of a traditional bullnose T-molding,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a wood pulp core that's water gets under there, soapy water. That's gonna
Yep.
get goofy on you. I would definitely not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Money's no question. You go this route, but that's weird. Look at the color difference on this compared
Yep.
to the. That's weird. Uh-oh. Here's Courtney Lee's favorite section. All the different ways you can put a plastic on a plastic floor. Here's something
Premium
being
engineer.
marketed as premium engineer. And boy,
4
look at that.
millimeter thick.
Yeah, good honest 4mm.
Yeah.
So here's something you got to wisen your customers up to. Here's a Bona neutral cleaner. And it looks pretty nice. That's a very fancy bottle, but that's ready to use. $34 for $10. For $10, you can go to any janitorial store or Home Depot and buy a gallon of 1 ounce per gallon. So you do the math. This is an extreme ripoff. What is going on there? More white oak. Real deal. Solid, mind you. Oh. There you go. That's what solid real wood looks like. Nice. I'm glad to see they're still selling that. You can sand that until you hit there. That's what you want. But how much is that a foot? See, look at that. Well, $7, and you got to pay a much more qualified installer to put that in for you. So
And it's-
Mapei is making what they claim is 100% silicone, color matched.
With enhanced adhesive for heavy traffic and
matches all-
movement joints.
Yeah. So where do you see 100% silicone on there, Bryan?
Right here.
Can they make that any smaller? Oh, that's different than this.
Yeah, they probably got
See,
several different.
Yeah, I grabbed this
Yeah,
lower
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Eight-
this is the-
Yeah, so look at $8.99, $15.99.
Yeah.
But this is what you want to use in wet situations. If you want
Yeah,
to
these
keep
are
it
great
cheap,
for the
this
showers.
would be where it never sees water.
This would be perfect for
Showers,
a shower.
bathtubs, kitchen counters.
Yeah.
A lot of cool colors. So you want to have the grout chart, not these paper ones.
Yeah.
I thought that was it.
But your standard linen, bone, mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the common.
But you got to
ones.
realize though that all these names, they all use the same names, but they're
Right.
not the same colors. So
Right.
don't mix and match brands.
Yep.
Obviously, we're in the grout section. They are beholden to Mapei here. You don't see the other popular brands. So when you're getting into grout work, you need to have the grout color charts from all the different brands sold in your area. And that looks like this. This is a weird little, this is permanent. You can get these from the manufacturer where these sticks come out of their trays and you can lay them on the ground. Let the customer pick the color from different light angles, because when you're trying to do repairs, you got to repair it to what it is, not what it used to be. Grout will stain over time, so you may need to go a shade or two darker to match the repair. Don't be beholden to what it was. That's on these light whites, off whites. But always let the pickier of the homeowner, usually the wife, pick the color. Because once it's in, you don't want to replace it if the husband picked the
Customer
wrong
must pick
color.
the color.
The paper charts don't do you a whole lot of good. The plastic ones that you can lay in the grout line, look at for raking light, incandescent light, window light, all those is when you find the real perfect match. And these are cool because they have the sanded texture. But most of the kits aren't this big. They're in a little handy tray. There's umpteen thousands of how to grout floor videos. It's really good to have an understanding of how all that works before you start cleaning grouted floors, and why generally you don't want to use grout that comes pre-mixed. It's a shortcut and doesn't last long. Stay away from those products. So here's the tool aisle for the pros and the do-it-yourselfers.
We got the all-important
Sealer applicators.
all-important backer rod for
Backer rod for when you're
backsplash.
got a gap that's too big to dump a whole tube of silicone. You fill it first with this so that you're only filling whatever 4, 5, 10 millimeters at best. Baseboard corners. Cool. It's not MDF. So again, more time to be spent in here. And if you're going to clean tile floors, it wouldn't hurt to go out with a tile installer for a week and see what their work, their life, their art, their craft looks like. It'll greatly help you understand what you're cleaning and the conditions that arise from poor install. I found something that's a super cool thing to know about, which is
instead of using water, you use this latex additive with your grout.
Well, sometimes with water. They're
Yeah.
not always 100%, but that
Right.
for patching, that has a lot of strength.
Additives for tile and mortar.
Yeah, that's flexibility too.
Yep.
Yep.
Great for anywhere where there's movement.
And that can be called
Showers.
acrylic admix, concrete adhesive. What are they calling this?
They're called
Caroply? That
a
doesn't-
professional latex additive for
Yeah.
tile and mortar.
Yeah.
But you're right. Some of it is RTU, and some of it you dilute.
I had a
Depending on
job
what
go
they say.
bad with me using a product like that recently, and it all cracked and failed. Something changed. I'd used that product who knows how many times, and something went wrong, and I was able to dig it out and redo it. But man, that was kind of shocking what went.
That even with the latex additive, right?
That was yeah.
So then you went with like 100% silicone sanded.
No, this was
cloth?
all over a floor that I just ended up redoing with some fresh product. I can't remember. I bought a
Was it
different
old?
batch. I can't remember.
Might have been old grout.
I wasn't sure what happened. It wasn't old, but it wasn't old in my possession. But it might have been that Ace Hardware for 16 years. Who
Yeah,
knows?
they say grout has a shelf life of 1 year.
Yeah, well, apparently so. There's
That's it, 1 year.
So there's the magic juice.
Yep.
That floor had so many things wrong with it. That was the least of their problems. Boy, that's what I say about all the tools of the trade at this store too. Makes it just a ton of fun. Grout saws. If you're doing grout repair, you're gonna have to dig things out. Sometimes you can scrape out a stain that cleaning agents won't get out. That's a good little trick we've always taught in our class. Everybody's favorite pocket knife, pocket box knife. But if you're doing tile and grout work, you should have a lot of this stuff, or at least know it exists, so you can look at things.
They got any rhino
With an
horns there? I
educated-
see regular brush.
Oh, the good old rhino
no rhino
brush.
horn though, but they.
That's a good question. Not seeing it. That's way too wide.
Yeah.
Be surprised. Well, look. Here's some porcelain wood look with, what did we call it? EIR,
Yep. EIR.
where the texture on the porcelain matches the photograph. Remember, this is a photograph too. It's just under a porcelain glaze on top of that highly high baked tile core. We're talking about texture.
This is interesting stuff here. You were talking about this the other day. The Schluter.
The Schluger.
Yeah. So it's crack isolation membrane and waterproofing.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be used as both for for eliminating main cause of cracks, and then waterproofing subfloors.
Yeah, it usually comes with an aluminum trim system.
Yeah.
It's very obvious when they have the Schluter system in their home. It's not very common, but it does work.
Yeah, you got to have a premium installer that would use that.
Hey, look at these Saltillos. It's the real deal. Nah, Super Saltillo. Super Saltillo is phony Saltillo. If you try and strip that and blast that, you're going to expose an aggregate. And there's not aggregate in Saltillo. It's a solid clay. Although it's made in Mexico, there's a crust on there that you'll blow off. Super sealed Saltillo. I'm not sure what that means. Hey, Brian. See if you can grab one of those. Let's see what the back looks like.
They're pre-sealed.
Pre-glazed.
Yeah, they're through body.
Yeah.
Through body, and then they're so.
I've never seen one with the edges like that. I guess that's super sealed. They're getting more.
Yeah, you don't want to try to strip these. These would be a
that's
top
not
scrub recoat if
aftermarket.
anything. Yeah, top scrub recoat.
You hear them? Top scrub recoat only. Don't strip that coating off.
No, that's because this is more of a glaze.
Right. Traditional Saltillo is flat. The glaze comes on later, so when you see a pre-applied glaze like that, you probably ruin it stripping it.
It's not a coating; it's a glaze.
That's new.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, it's probably really popular with your strong Hispanic theme going on, right?
Yep.
Inkjet color printing.
Porcelain slate look-alike.
Kind of weird. Inkjet color printing. Why would they make a deal out of that? Whoa. Man, that is some texture.
Yeah. This is supposed to look like that quartzite like we were looking at.
Yeah,
They even put see the sparklies they put into the glitter?
All right, this is taking it too far. AstroTurf grout lines.
That's something.
There's a cool floor where there's a really neat porcelain. Unfortunately, they used the wrong color grout. They should have found this shade of white so that disappeared. It's beautiful though. Brian, Mike, tune out. We are geeked out. Can't handle any more of this store, and then they're ready to kick us out of here because we're asking inconvenient questions to the staff, right, ma'am? Thank you for putting up with us.
Well, those guys still here and they haven't bought anything.
Yeah, maybe we'll buy a tile brush or something.
I'll be back.
We'll be back in 6 months, and all the inventory will be completely different and probably equally as impressive as it was on this visit. But do yourself a favor and your marriage a favor. Take the wife to a Floor and Decor near you, ASAP.
Tile Disneyland.
Yeah.